Hi, David Harrell with the Rare Fruit Council again of Broward County. I'm doing an amendment of the trees I'm trying the Morbloom test on. This is one of the extra trees I added. It's a Maha Chinook. It's a great tasting mango. I also did some potted plants. This is a cherry of the Rio Grande. As you can see, there's absolutely no blooms on it. I also did this mulberry, and it has a few fruit on it, but they're few and far between. You can still you can see they're still wet, and I just launched it, so everything's wet here. So all these got some inadvertently. I did also a Mexican lime. This is just a potted plant I had, so I just poured a little bit in that plant. I also took my leftover castings I had at the bottom and just threw it on my Chocanone, which is blooming fine. I just wanted to see. I had some issues with the leaves. They were getting some sooty mold on it. So you can see when you throw this on there, it actually leaves the dirt, the residue. There you can see that sooty mold I was talking about. So you'll see that this'll peel that off, which is great. I decided not to do the lychee. It was too high risk, low reward. So instead I went ahead and did some potted plants. So you can see this is Jaboticaba. I do have some blooms coming in, so I'm anxious to see if this increases that dramatically. And I do have a lot on this now that I look at it closer. So I'm anxious to see if that comes in with more blooms. And then I did this loquat. That's a mature loquat. I've had fruit on this one before. I don't see any flowers on him right now, so this will be a good test to see if a little bit in a container actually helped that. I gave a couple of shots to this PPK, this lemon meringue mango. Even if the mango doesn't pop, which I suspect it won't, I should get something out of this pitaya, which you know, does produce a beautiful flower. So we'll see. I did hit a gallon, and that's about what I put on there, a gallon, you know, a half a gallon for smaller trees, and a gallon and a half for bigger ones, about a gallon on average. But I do have some flowers on here that I actually, I had 3. They're right, 2 of them are right there, and then 1 down here that I actually did hand pollinate. Hopefully I'll have fruit by the next time I do this. Okay, I'm in my front yard now, and I did fertilize this mame with about a gallon of the worm casting tea mixed in with the Morbloom. I saw one, maybe, yeah, there you go. I saw like 1 flower on here, so nothing. Yeah, you know, I should definitely be able to tell if I pop. But you can see I got a lot of new growth here. That's just new growth, but nothing there. I did not fertilize this jackfruit, as you can see. I got this thing flowering like crazy, just not fruiting, so I did not do him. I did do this Kamito. This is a purple Kamito. Actually probably with more than a gallon. I did do this jackfruit over here, which is actually called Small. It's not, I know it's not a small tree, but that's the cultivar of jackfruit. It's called Small, and there are absolutely no flowers on there now that I've seen. So we'll see if this Morbloom does what it says. I did not hit this mango. As you can see, this mango is loaded with flowers. Just the normal Worm Gold Plus did this. As you can see, it's for a small mango, especially. You know, this mango is less than 6 feet, and you can see it's got a lot of mangoes on it if they come to fruition. But at least it had a lot of bloom. I did fertilize this star apple. This is a Fang Toi, or however you pronounce that. I'm sure I'm not saying that right. But then after I did, you can see those foil-looking things are air layers I put on the tree. I do had some flowers up there, up at the top.